so I was 3 up going into 18. It was probably one of the most exciting rounds that I've ever had.
Was there a time during those last five holes where you thought to yourself, I think I might be able to do this?
Yeah, right after I made that putt on 15, I thought that I had a very good chance.
Coach Pofine, I guess amazement comes to mind. Not only just as winning the state championship, but being able to coach a special player like this. Hard work. I mean, what she does on her own, what she does to practice, what she does to put herself in position to go around the country and play, you know, the tournaments that she plays speaks volumes, doesn't it?
She's a special player. I mean, there's adjectives we could throw out there for her, and not sure we could really accurately describe, her ability right now. Been able to be blessed with her, and as a coach, and regardless of the sport, you typically have someone that will come along and bless your program. And we were able to parlay what she was able to do with what the other girls had done, and this is year 4 of what we're doing, and um, it was just great to watch. I said it in the newspaper, but you always tell kids hard work pays off, and a lot of times if they're met with a defeat or they don't get the result that they want, they will sometimes go, "Well, yeah, hard work. I worked hard, but I didn't get anything out of it." This was a true representation of the hard work that she's put in, her parents have put in, people that she's worked with have put in, and it's validation for all that work and time spent.
Danielle Nicholson joins us live on the Sports Report. She just won the state championship in Division One girls golf. Let me ask you this: you win, it's over. You're up there getting your medal. What's going through your mind, and what's the first thing you say to your mom and dad?
I think I said, thank you for taking me down here. At least that's what I should have said.
What other emotions are going? I mean, it's like to be able to come. Do you realize what you're standing up there? Has it sunk in you what you did?
I think I won the state championship. But it was very exciting.
What about from here now? Where do you go from here?
I decided not to play basketball this year and just to focus on golf and academics. And I'll be working out 4 days a week and hitting balls indoors 2 or 3 days a week.
Okay, and then like what types of tournaments are you going to be playing coming up in the future?
I'll be trying to play in more tournaments that are more competitive than what I have in past years.
Let's talk about some of the other kids on the team, coach. Let's mention some of them and talk about your season a little bit, your home golf course, and talk about people that help. Let's mention some of those people.
On the varsity team, we had 3 seniors. We had Allie Van Hoy, who will end up being a third-year letter winner. Carlin Kern was a 4-year letter winner this year. This is her 4th year playing. Lindsay Adams also in her 4th year. For the juniors, that we had Megan Lara and Cami Dodge, they're 3-year letter winners. So it was this year was kind of a perfect storm. We were able to parlay everybody coming back nearly. We had lost Alyssa Wortman last year and essentially replaced her with Danielle, and things fell in place, and we went undefeated during the season, and were able to play some good competitive tournaments. I had a few people ask me, well, why do you want to play in some of these tournaments and get beat? But you got to expect good competition. I mean, the district, we were able to qualify for the districts by finishing second at sectionals. You've got to be able to play the good competition. We sometimes, underestimate what's out there beyond the county, and we need to be able to understand. Once we typically go outside county lines, we're an average team, sometimes below average. Just try to encourage the girls to play as well as they can. And this year was a great year, and we're hoping next year we're going to be able to fill in some big shoes. Losing Carlin and Lindsay and Allie is going to be tough, but we think we have some people that will eventually be able to take their place. We used 2 golf courses, Geneva on the Lake golf course with Van Hicks. He was working out there, exceptional guy, exceptional people there that helped us. And then we also used Hemlock Springs with Greg Maroon and his staff, allowed us to use the driving range, and just allowed the girls to get better. A lot of them spent more time than maybe they wanted to, but they now understand, I think, what it takes. If they can't remember what it takes, all they need to do is look at Danielle for as the example of what would need to be done. And just was just a great year. I don't even know if I can really expressed thoughts and feelings, and typically some of the things that went on, some of the matches, some of the tournaments, just to experience this, because it's a good experience to show them, you know, once they graduate, there's some other things that they'd like to accomplish. They're going to face good competition and competing in the job field, but just I'm blessed with great kids and great families that help.
Danielle, talk about number one, some of the girls on the other team, how close you guys are, and you know how fun it was to hang out this season with those guys, and you know all you guys trying to make each other better. Number two, how you're doing in the classroom. You know, I know that's very important to you and your family as well.
Well, they're the best team that I could have hoped for going into the season. As Mr. Kofi said, we have 3 seniors and 2 juniors, and they all worked very hard at their golf games this year, and they're also very good students, so that's very important too.
All right.
I did want to throw this in. I'm sorry to interrupt. That all
No,
of
you're
them,
fine, man. You're good.
Lindsay, Carlin, and Allie will be getting an academic All-Ohio award, and Megan and Cammie as well. All of them have GPAs over 3.5, and that's nice for me to be able to rely on them. They're good students, and Danielle is an excellent student as well.
It's been noted that you've started playing golf when you were like 3, 4 years old.
Yeah, that's right.
So your dad, I know that he's a golf pro out there at Hemlock, and your mom, you guys, they take you all over the country. They do all these things. It's got to be so important to have such a supportive family, right?
Yeah, they're pretty good parents to have.
All right. Talk about, you know, I don't want to put you on the spot. And I know it's tough to say what's going to happen in the future, but let's talk about some of your immediate goals.
My goal is just to improve my game year by year and get better.
That's a cliche, Danielle. You're already starting to learn how to do this media business. I like that a lot. Stay humble. You're doing great. Danielle wins the state championship. I just don't understand. I don't think people realize how hard, not only that is to do to win a state championship, but to do it as a freshman. I just think that's just the utmost compliment to the hard work. And you know, part of that hard work has got to be you've been able to budget your time. And maybe for our younger people out there listening, talk about how important it is to budget your time as far as, you know, getting your golf in, playing your, you know, doing your homework, still having a life, you know, having some social things going on, spending time with your family, all that stuff. It's kind of got to blend in, right?
Yeah, a lot of days I'll get home from school, go out to the golf course, get home at 7, eat dinner real quick, and then work on my homework till 9 or 9:30. So it's tough, but it's worth it.
All right, so you're gonna take the basketball season off. You mentioned you're gonna play some more tournaments coming in the future, but you know, if nothing else, this memory of just this comeback, you're gonna be in state championships. There's no doubt about that. You may win a couple more. You may win 3 more. Who knows? God bless you. But these memories that you're gonna have for this tournament right here are something you're gonna have for a lifetime. And I know that you know that's just great, isn't it?
Yeah, I think my parents have ran out of space on their camera.
And no doubt about it. Danielle Nicholson, Coach DeBofi. And Coach, before we let you go, I just, you know, this program with Danielle, obviously it's set. There's no question about that, but you're losing some people. You got some younger things going on with the younger kids. Talk a little bit about that and how important, you know, that is, you know, to keep this thing going. And obviously, if more people have interest, what do they have to do?
I'm just going to start going door to door. I'm trying to ask the girls to be able to play. Coach Ellis and I have been talking about making some investments in some golf mats and golf nets so that the girls can, and boys, both, can hit some balls over the winter time. You know, a lot of the kids around here, because of the weather, they're deterred by, you know, maybe a drive to Erie or wherever else there might be a dome. So we're hoping that we can generate some interest, try to get into some of the elementary buildings for some of the kids who aren't doing anything. There are some kids who play volleyball, some who play soccer, basketball, or whatever, but I know for the girls, and I'm sure Mr. Ellis is going to do the same thing with the boys, just try to generate some additional interest. You know, because the program's going to go on someday with or without Danielle, and I know I've had several people say, well, you're set for 4 years, but at some point she's not going to be there, and the program's got to continue. So, I mean, we have some younger kids next year. I'm hoping Possibly freshmen and sophomores, even some returning kids will be seniors next year, that we're gonna need to, somewhere along the way, we've gotta fill in 3 spots. And we're hoping things materialize and that we're able to compete at a high level, but we need to actively, I don't wanna say recruit, but we need to get after kids who might be wondering if they can even to afford to play, but wanna give them the opportunity.
All right, Daniel, I gotta put you on the spot one time. Who's better, your dad or Brad Ellis in golf? And can you beat both of them easily? That's what I need to know. I need to know this before we end this interview.
Well, I can't answer that question without offending someone, so, so I'll just say they can both beat me very easily.
Congratulations on winning the state championship. Congratulations on even being a better person. Looking forward to talking with you more in the future. Great job. Coach Pofi, great job. We appreciate you guys taking time joining us tonight on the Sports Report.
Thanks for having us, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Pete.
All right.